Yo, what's up? This is Breal, and you're watching Suckafree on MTV2. This is Special Independence Week. We're hold on, let me look at it one more time. Okay. Yo, what's up? This is Breal on Suckafree MTV2. This is Special Independence Week. You know, you can't get more independent than this. We are the authority on independent, on indie labels right here. You know what I'm saying? So, buckle up. We're gonna serve you with some stuff. All right. So we'll go to the first question, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Dead or alive, whose hustle in the rap game do I respect? There's a few rappers that come to mind in that because I mean there's been some rappers that have been able to be successful as hip hop artists and elevate their game to different things, such as guys like Will Smith, Ice Cube, Ice T, who all pursued the acting careers. Ice Cube not just became a successful actor, but also a producer, director. With his Friday series and other movies that he came out with. Will Smith with straight up his acting. He was probably one. He was actually the first, I think, that took the big step, and then Ice T, one of the pioneers as well. Getting involved in film and eventually TV. When you look at those three, those are the first guys out the gate who were able to take the opportunities they got in hip hop music and take it to a different place. Now you got guys like Jay-Z and Puffy and 50 Cent who have been, making all kinds of, you know, different moves that we weren't able to make 10 years ago. The opportunities that have arrived for us as artists, are tenfold as far as other revenue streams and other business opportunities that we weren't really getting outside of just film and movies. So, I think those three dudes probably right now in this game are the ones hustling the hardest as far as, outside of just hip hop music. Alright. Okay, number two. How I celebrate Independence Day, I mean, I keep it simple. I just, chill with family and friends, kick it, watch some fireworks in the neighborhood or wherever we're at. If we're even at home, usually we're on the road. Um, but there ain't nothing like blazing up a big ass bong and lighting the fire to that. That's our fireworks. We'll just click the lighter on the bowl and have fireworks of our own. That's how I do it though. All right, number three. Have I ever been signed to a major label? Yes. With the group Cypress Hill, we were signed to Sony Records. I mean, at first it was a joint venture with Rough House slash Columbia Records, and then eventually when Rough House bowed out, or however they want to, word it. When it went away, we were solely on Columbia Records, which Donnie Einer was the guy taking care of us down there. He was head honcho, and he made sure that people took care of us down there. We had our ups and downs on major labels because when you start, there's so many cats out there. If they believe in what you're doing, the staff that works your record, they go at it wholeheartedly and excited, and everybody is on the same page, and we're building towards the same thing. So in that aspect, it's great. But once you have success and some of those people start leaving, you have to build a new team. And some people don't get what formula worked and stuff like that. So you're trying to build the team back up, you're trying to get the momentum going, and you're trying to have that same chemistry you had with all the people that helped push, your early records and stuff like that. And sometimes it doesn't work out. you know, and then you know the label gets different agendas because now they want to push this new group. So all the resources that might have went to you in the past are now going to this new group and stuff like that. So those are some of the things. But ultimately, if they believe in what you're doing and you give them the product, you know, that they can work and that you can go work, and you know, it can be a great experience. But you know, if you don't have the product and you don't have the work ethic, and you have the wrong people pushing you, it could be a horrible experience. You know what I mean? That's why I think a lot of people lean towards independent labels, because you have the freedom to do what you want to do. You have more opportunities to, you know, learn the game hands on. Whereas on a major, I mean, you have to pay attention because they're not going to teach you nothing. You better learn as you go along, you know, and hope that you have the right guides there to help you through it. But you know, the independent has become a strong game. It's shown that effectively you don't necessarily need a major label to push your record and get out there and make a career out of it. So, you know, being on a major has its positives and negatives. Just like if you were on an independent, you know, there's positives and negatives there too. With the independent, you don't necessarily have the same kind of resources to push a record as you would a major label, but you have the freedom to do it the way you want to do it, the way you know how, and the way you feel that would be, you know, conducive to your record. So, you know, it's like I said, both have positives and negatives, you know, but currently we're rolling with the indie, so there it is. All right. What question? What question have I never been asked that I wish somebody asked? You know, that's a good one. I don't really know. Maybe hmm. I don't know. I can't answer that one. I don't know. Maybe you should have asked me a different question. How about that? Um, the internet has either helped or hurt anybody's career. You know, I think I think it helps in the sense that there's more accessibility to a lot of artists out there. Whereas if you're not getting if you're not getting radio rotation, if you're not getting, you know, video rotation anywhere, really, you know, back about 10, 15 years ago, really you couldn't find that record unless somebody told you about it, you know, all word of mouth, you know, or maybe you read a magazine and heard about that record. Today, you don't necessarily need the spins or the video plays to, you know, for people to find your record. You know, they can find it via internet, and us as artists, you know, we have now a vehicle to be able to promote the fact that we have records out there if we're not getting these particular spins or rotations, you know. So I think it helped us in that sense, you know, because record sales are down for anybody, but you know, if you have a good enough record and people know about it, whether it's through radio, video, or through the internet, they'll come see you at the shows. So I think it's important. I think it's important in that sense, you know, you're more accessible than you used to be. Because let's face it, in radio and in video, there's only so many slots that they can fill in with artists to play, you know, and these days there's thousands of artists to try to compete for those spots. So if you don't have one of those spots, it's not the end of the world now, you know. Whereas before, you know, your record was dead in the water. Now, you know, you can go out there and plug